You had what is it, the Android phone. Yeah, they finally went to a completely reversible plug in there for your power cord, etc. So didn't have to sit there and try to figure out if you were upside down and if the little oblong shape was in the right place and all that. Somebody finally figured it out. Well, actually, they had figured it out long ago, but it was a matter of cost. They could have always done that, but if it meant putting an extra wire in or something like that, so they didn't want to bother with it.
Well, here's a woman talking about several Italian dishes that Americans love, but they don't even exist in Italy. She's got dual citizenship of Italy and the U.S. Here's a little clip of her speaking fluent Italian.
Let's start with spaghetti and meatballs. Italians actually don't eat meat on top of pasta like that. It's normally in a sauce, like ground. So you can find meatballs as a side, but never on your pasta. The same goes for chicken parmesan and also eggplant parmesan. Next up, we have pepperoni pizza. Now, pepperoni in Italian actually means peppers. So if you order a pepperoni pizza when you're in Italy, you will not be getting this. Next, we have garlic bread. They use garlic for seasoning their dishes, and then they remove it upon eating.
Yeah, I mean that's any kind of food you buy.
You ever been there?
What, Italy? Yeah, and you order a pizza over there, it's like, what is that thing? Yeah, if you grow up in America and you go order a pizza in Napoli, yeah, it's quite a shock, to be honest, but yeah, it's just the way it is. People, you have an Italian community came over here in the 1880s, et cetera, and brought their culture and food with them, and it changed over time. Same way with German food, well, arguably English food, but they eat their fish wrapped up in newspaper, so that's why you don't have too many English restaurants. Some people say English pubs, but it's really other food. the one item in there isn't really isn't fish and chips. It's because like I said, in England it gets wrapped up in old newspapers, but yeah, it changes.
Read the news while you're eating your fish.
Well, maybe it's not too greasy, but in any case, yeah, they come over here and people add, and you have different families coming together and adding different things to it and making it different ways. Yeah, so if you go to a different country and order something, be prepared. It may not meet your expectations because it's different in different places.
All right. There's a guy near, what's my time running? Okay. There's a guy near Detroit who's been going to auto repair shops in the middle of the night and pooping in random cars.
Where is this?
Detroit.
Oh, all right. Well, it's okay.
The cops are trying to track him down. The manager of a shop where he's done it at least twice talked to a reporter the other day about this.
I've been with this company 20 years and never ever seen anything like this before. We noticed that the customer started going through two of the cars that were unlocked, grabbed some sanitary napkins. He defecated inside the side of the customer's van. He did seem like he was on something. Second time around, he was perfectly fine. Last thing we want is customers to feel like this is something that we have caused when it's ignorance on behalf of somebody else.
Yeah, so this guy is migrating from San Francisco to New York and decided to make a pit stop in Detroit. So big deal.
Well, in San Francisco, he could poop anywhere he wants.
Well, and same in New York. You can do your business anywhere in New York now.
That's
same
disgusting.
thing. Just drop trowel. I mean, there used to be some video of it, but of course it's all taken down now because that doesn't meet the parameters of what YouTube wants you to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, people would routinely, hey, here's another guy. I mean, right in the middle of the street in traffic, just drop trowel and do his thing, and all that's gone now. You can't. You really have to go look for it to find it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's still out there or not.
Let's see. Two women in Tennessee might file a lawsuit after a female security guard dragged her out of a bar by her hair because she wouldn't keep her mask on. Here we go.
Clumps of hair was pulled out. My face was puffed and swollen. My neck hurt. I had horrible bruises on my arms, on my back. And I asked her why. And then she got really aggressive and pushed me. And I asked her not to put her hands on me. And that's when she grabbed me by my hair and threw me to the ground, hit me in the face, hit me in the head, started kicking me. And then that's when a guy friend that was with me came over and pulled me up and pulled me out of there.
Moral of the story, don't tick off a security guard.
Right. Well, here's the guy is actually the smart individual in this little goat rope.
Oh, he can't touch her.
Well, that's what he said. That's what she was saying. Her boyfriend or male companion there. But yeah, hey, that's a clue. You walk into a private place and somebody says, you're going to have to wear your mask while you're in here. That's what you call a clue. And from there on, you need to wear your mask or leave, one of the two.
Yeah. 2 people in St. Louis were arrested last week after they stole a funeral home's van with the dead body inside. Sounds like they didn't know the body was in there and just wanted the van. Cops eventually caught up to them where? At the Walmart.
This is an original one. I've never dealt with anything like this before. Plenty of stolen vehicles, but never a stolen hearse with a deceased in it. We heard that they had been through gas stations. They were observed on videos everywhere from Illinois to North St. Louis County to basically all over the map of the local area.
Okay. And attention all Karens, you know who you are. A woman in Grand Rapids, Michigan named Karen Robinson recently started an online support group for Karen, for women named Karen. She wants people to realize that being a Karen isn't always a bad thing. And actually, they have a lot to offer.
It's a common ground. Create that positive social change through actions, words, and outreach. We were at a place recently and I said, could I please speak to your manager? My son was like, oh, Mom, are you being a Karen? Asking for a manager is not always negative.
Okay. All right, we're coming up on 8 o'clock. Right now here in the Sand Hills area, we have cloudy skies with a chance of showers today, 40% chance, so not a washout. Look for a high of 41 tonight, more showers, a low of 41, so high and low will be the same. And then for Tuesday, you finally get to see some sunshine with a high of 57. That should make you happy. Right now around the Sand Hills, we're looking at 36 degrees and cloudy skies.
Today we're going to say mostly cloudy. It's not going to be as wet as this weekend. We are going to see highs in the upper 30s and lower 40s. As we head into tonight, that's where we're going to see showers increase. We could also get in on a few thunderstorms with windy conditions around. As we head into tomorrow, we are going to see some drier conditions roll in. Highs today will head into the upper 30s and lower 40s. Tonight will fall into the mid to upper 30s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB. Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. A wide swath of the country dealing with severe winter weather that has cut power to millions while making travel difficult, if not impossible. Texas and the southern plains getting hammered.
The National Weather Service says it's rare for Texas to get this kind of weather, and President Biden declared a state of emergency there. Significant ice and up to 12 inches of snow are forecast across parts of the southern plains.
Correspondent Julie Walker from the deep south to the northeast, people dealing with bitter cold, snow and ice. There have been numerous wrecks on the highways, numerous flight delays and cancellations. President Biden marking the 3rd anniversary of the deadly shooting at a high school in Parkland, Florida, calling for stricter gun laws. Mr. Biden calling on Congress to enact what he calls common sense gun law reforms to include background checks on all gun sales and a ban on so-called assault weapons along with high-capacity magazines. Republicans grappling with how to deal with former